Oh shit, I should have plugged the speakers in. Okay. I'll plug those in halfway and we'll get to them. Anyway, T60 Argons. Geshelli stack. Never before been like, because there's the ERISH one. Notice it's on the rack. And it was a very unique little thing because it's only balanced out and it was only balanced in, and that was fine. And it was a hard sell because of that, because you literally needed a balanced stack and then you needed a balanced headphone, except you could get, where is it? Is it up there? I think it's in here somewhere. There was, this. They sent me this adapter, which is specifically to make it run for 1/4 inch. And I don't know if that'll work on the ERISH 2 or the E2, which is what that is, which is what we're actually reviewing. So I'm going to leave that in there. Close up my drawer full of magical wires. Magical wires collected over years and years. Geshelli sends me this. They don't tell me what the finish is, because they're like, what color? Like, do I get it in white? Do I get it in purple? They don't say, they say it's going to be a special finish. And it turned out the special finish was fucking wood. Because apparently, Daddy Geshelli, which is the generation above the people who make the amps, Gino and Sherry, Daddy was like, hey, I'm a woodworker. Do you want me to make boxes for these? And they're all, this is not tongue and groove. What is this called? What is that called where they do the thing? But yeah, he's just been making wooden boxes, and like, when they run out of aluminum cases and they can't figure out, it's like, what the fuck? This is gorgeous. I've had a couple discussions in my private patronage chat where people are like, oh, I hate the look of that. It needs to be flush mounted glass. Like, no, I like this. This is like modern retro. It looks like something you would see, like it would have been incandescent bulbs. But it would have been like sitting on a dining room table or a coffee table next to a man smoking a pipe while his wife makes dinner, and the Ford Fairlane in the driveway is just blue, and it's like boom, straight fucking boom, and I love it. Also available in different finishes, apparently. They'll stain the wood. This you already seen. This is the J2. This is the JNOG 2 DAC, just shoved into a wooden box. So I don't really have to go over that. The E2, however, is essentially the same as the old one, except you now get balanced out to use it as a pre-out, which is why I'm going to hook up those fluid speakers to it. I just didn't think to do that beforehand. So we'll see how those react. I don't think they're going to switch on and off at the front, because I don't hear a relay click. Usually, if you have, if it's just a pass-through, that's one thing. But if it's an actual preamp, which the website says it is, then this volume control should control those speakers. We'll find out, because if it doesn't, it's just going to be full tilt. Fuck you to those, which will be bad. But the controls are the same. You know the DAC and how the button, keep hitting the buttons till all the lights light up, and then all of a sudden music plays magically. This is power or LED. So there's an LED inside there. This is a frosted Lexan. You can get different colors of Lexan. By the way, look how thick this wood is. Like, this isn't how thick the wood is. If you look behind the Lexan, that's like a 1/2 inch. All 4 sides of this are 1/2 inch. They're that size, and they just scoop out the front. It's kind of nice. So you get to choose LED color: purple, blue, yellow, green, red, off. And then I think one of them, that's white. One of these is the blue one. Actually, maybe it's not this one. Red. I know this one, if I do that, I can pick the last one, is that blue, and it will fade out and then fade into a different color. There, that's purple, red. There, that blue one fades out, fades, pulsating, different things, whatever. I wish they had more, because it's just like LED on board now. It used to be on the clear ones, it was kind of like an event, it was multiple, and it would make the whole case glow, and that's a little bit harder with just the wood case. I like the wood case. Ignoring this, which should mean I do this. Just throw this back here like that. Not looking at you, DAC. We got you already. RCA outs, balanced outs, coaxial and optical in on the front and back. So 4 SPDIF inputs and a USB. because J2, but now E2. It's very essentially the same exact design. Same buttons, two lights here. If you hold the second one, low gain, you hold the second one, high gain. That's it. It's input gain. There's an input switch, but it's got no other input. So ignore the fact that it says input and just assume it's gain. And then your headphone jack is, again, only balanced. And I do think they need to update the knob. I like the knob. The knob feels nice in the hand. And they've like improved all the things behind it. 2 watts per channel, by the way, is the reason I can put the T60 argons on there. Because it wasn't as powerful. They actually, if you know anything about Geshelli Labs, you've ever had any other stuff, they actually changed the power brick for this unit. It's more powerful than normal 12 volt half an amp. So that's big steps for Geshelli. Let me put these back on for a second because I want to talk about a little bit. I should probably wait. What's playing? Oh, good. The song just ended. I'm like, what? But has that ever happened to you? Have you ever been like, put your headphones on and you start raising the volume and you don't hear anything, or you hear something very quiet and you're like, what? And it was just a song fading out, and all of a sudden the next song comes on and it's Pantera, and then you die. I've had that happen before. So yeah, on high gain, this is 2 watts per channel. On low gain, it's a 6x multiplier, so 1/6 the power on low gain, which is perfect for IMs. Oh, my head's rumbling. Oh, Lord. Wow, I did that thing where it was real quiet and rumbling, and then it's to right to Outcast. So they have now the power to push the wubs. God bless America. I'm gonna put it back to low gain. Unplug this. I'm gonna plug in these, the Anandas 2021s, which I'm now using that triple win cable from Linsol. Zeos, link the triple win cable from Linsol because you fucking love it, you slut. Look at this thing. Look at the weave of just, it's so much material, but you're not offended by how much material, and it flexes, and it feels nice. Like if I had to strangle someone to death, like go around them and like garrote wire, nah, man, this triple win. Put these on. See if these handle low gain. Very open. By the way, this is one of those videos I'm making before Capital Audio Fest. For the reason of, I realize this isn't out yet, but I can get people to listen to it at the Capital Audio Fest. So both of these units are coming to Capital Audio Fest, and you'll be able to, well, this video is probably not coming out publicly before the fest, but patrons, you could see it. So yeah. I mean, literally, it's an improvement in every way over the original ERISH, and it's in a wooden box. And I talked to them about price. I think in the wood, it might be like $300. The wood's like an expensive option. Like, the guy's not making the wooden boxes for free. But that means like $250. I think $250 for the base amp in the standard case. Absolutely fucking worth it. If you want an amplifier made entirely in America, that's affordable, that isn't a shit product, basically you buy Geshelli. Any other brands? I mean, we've got Mayflower makes some, JDS Labs makes some. Those are both American brands. And they have some, I guess the Atom, JDS Labs Atom. So it's shit, JDS Labs, Mayflower, but Mayflowers are making like the O2 rebrands over and over and over again. And then Geshelli. And Geshelli's the only one that's like truly different. Like actually like, what the fuck? And balanced JDS Labs, you gotta work on that. They're working on it, I think. Gotta work on it. Yeah, no, I'm bringing this to Capital Audio Fest because I want people to hear this and go, oh, this is a thing? Because I think what we figured out, here, I'll look at the specs. Excuse me, Erica. Dual channel TI 1612 op amp based design, so it's op amp based. I mean, I could swap op amps. It's too dark in there for me to see. How would you even get into this? I guess the back panel comes off. Redesigned low noise power supply circuit, audio tape taper potentiometer. Dual gang A100,000. This is a relatively easy to drive set of headphones. And I can't hear a delineation between left and right when you first turn it up. Usually that's where you hear a pot go left, right. Okay, now it's level. I don't hear it on this. So that's good. Oh, it sounds so good. 12 volt FCC level 6 power supply included. Which the one I have is not the final model they've picked. It was just the one they had that they were testing with. So I wouldn't even show you. It's on the floor. It's floating off the floor right there. The gain switch is Unity Gain or 6X. Balanced XLR inputs. Balanced preamp outputs. There. And then balanced 4-pin output. And the numbers about like THD, like there's a little homogeneous noise. No one really cares about that. But on this amplifier, it just happens to be 0.000082. 4 zeros after the point. And it's that's the 4 volt RMS. At 5 volt RMS, it's even better. I don't understand how that's a thing, but because of the higher voltage you put out of this, which then becomes 0.000068. Which, I mean, that you're not going to hear a difference, but fuck. And then Synad is 121 or 123 decibels. And then SNR, signal to noise ratio, is 132 decibels. Like, it's dumb. It's dumb. There's some dumbness. Here, wait, let me go back to the home page where you can see the other finish on it. Look at that. Look at that. Looks like it came out of a fucking pirate's chest. With the clear front and the fucking, like, really old finish. Like, I don't know if I'd keep the silver feet for that. You know what? I would. Taking an old school with a twist. I really do fucking like Geshelli Labs. I mean, it's not like just because I literally talk to them and like throw suggestions at them. I made a suggestion for a DAC that I'm not going to spoiler what it is, but he says it's doable, and I'm just like feeding him like specifications like this and that. When that thing comes out, I know exactly who's buying it. The crazy assholes who've been following me for 5 years. That's who's buying it. Because it's designed for me. I'm going to put this on high gain just to see. Because actually, I put that on high gain. Then I can switch this to a lower output gain. So now it's 2. Put that there. You know what? I would probably run it like that for something like these, because these are not like the super easiest to drive, and I don't want to overdrive it on low gain. So I'll drop that. That's another one of the reasons I like the Geshelli DAC specifically, is because instead of it just being like a volume control like you have on the Loxd or topping, it's just levels of gain output. So on the highest output, it's the highest output. It's full 4 volts or whatever it is, or 5.16 volts. And then you drop it to medium, and then you drop it to low. So it would make it so that if you have a volume control that's a little finicky, it gets too loud, just drop that out, and you have a nice volume control. So right now, I'm doing high gain on this, medium gain on this, through Ananda's. And that's probably how I'd run it. Because then you have all the balls of this thing. I'm being fed with just enough to keep it... Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. So how does it sound? Well, I usually delineate amps in 2 categories. Either an amp is very neutral and clean, not always boring, but it can lean that way, like A90 replaced the THX 789, which was the most flat and boring amplifier, but it was clean as fuck. And then A90 came along and went and was clean as fuck, but not as boring. And then you go over to the other end of the spectrum, like the Burson, which apparently has a problem with his... I'm going to give this as a PSA, because one person measured one of them, and if that's enough to show a pattern, then I'm going to tell you. If you own a Burson Soloist X3 like that, turn it on, and don't plug your headphones in for like 4 or 5 minutes, because apparently, according to the one measurement, and I don't know, it has been proven, and Burson hasn't made a statement, but the DC offset is like crazy fucking high, like blow your headphones up, and then as it warms up, it slowly drops, and then it becomes about normal about 5 minutes in. Just, If you own one of those, you might want to unplug your headphones if you turn it off at night and then turn it on, warm it up, or just never turn it off. That's always the answer. Just never turn it off. Just never turn it off, Zeos. No, not short music for short people. Yes, Otona Rock. Do, dee, dee, da, da, da. This is, all right, so I was talking about different amps and what they sound like, and I was like, oh, the Burson is like a warm, it's not quite Class A, it's like Singsar Class A, it's not like Rebel Amp Class A, it's not like Reference QES Class A, it's not like, so there's clean, super fucking clean, and then like warm and soft and non, I would say non-linear are the other sides of the amplifiers. Not quite tube, but like, okay, creamify my things. This definitely leans towards the cream, but sounds and measures very linear. So it's like a perfect line in the sand. This just sits on the line. If you want a perfectly linear amplifier, you can go far left. You want a absolutely fucking warm and definitely screwing with the sound, but my God, you love it, you can go to the right. This is kind of both. It's a, what the hell's the determination of it? Fuck, I'm forgetting it. My brain, rub my face, hold on. Phase, no. The type of power that this is, the type of amplifier that it is a weird one because the harder the headphones are to drive, the easier a time it has. I don't remember the fucking, what that is. You guys remember in the comments. So I'll remember as soon as I'm done with this video. And then I'll write it down in the description or in the pinned comment because I'm just... I keep wanting to say the word phase, and I'm pretty sure it's not the phase. God, that sounds good. All right, we gotta pull the speakers in for a second. Actually, I'm gonna switch other headphones. Put this back to low because I know these $3,000 Focal Stellias do not need all the power in the world. I'm gonna leave that on 2 gain. I don't even like the Beatles. Like, the Beatles are fine. Like, there's great songs everyone knows, but I just won't lay down. Like, there's Love, the remaster of Love. I love. There's like 16 songs cherry picked and redone. All the levels are beautiful. Nothing's brick walled and nothing's super quiet and all the grain is gone and it's mwah. But I have like the Beatles discography and I'm just like next. Also, for some reason, the Beatles discography I have is the only one I've ever had that every fucking track has 4 seconds of silence at the beginning. Why? You're killing me here, Smalls. All right, let's leave this plugged in and I'll turn that volume down. Let's get up. Speakers are on. Because red light. We just need to grab the XLRs. World's best XLRs. Sponsored giving me cables. Be nice if they sponsored also paying me, but that's fine. We'll be fine with $2,500 in free cables. Well, they had me some cables that were way too expensive. All right. 1, 2. Okay, so the headphones are plugged in. See, here's the thing. I don't think they can make a detection circuit for a 4-pin XLR because upstairs I've got the Shanling EM5, which I'm taking to Capital Audio Fest. When you plug into the front of it, 1/4 inch or 4.4, it goes click and outputs out the back. Or stops the output out the back, I should say. But doesn't detect 4-pin because it just doesn't have a way to do that. It doesn't have a way to do that. So that means both of these are not playing. Yeah, both of these are not playing. So you're gonna have to unplug this if you want to use it as a Okay, that's about all I can play. Because fucking YouTube. What do you want from me? What I need is a specific folder that is filled with music that will never get me a copyright strike or blocked ads, because I don't. Don't hurt me. All right, let's put this gain up. Yeah, so the gain does affect it, and I'm also limiting the gain on the J2. So if I put the gain, that's the lowest gain, and that's low gain. Okay, that's maxed out. So let me put this back to full gain. Holy fuck. And then if I put this to high gain. Okay, yeah, no, that's a little bit too sensitive. It's nice to be able to adjust your gain from like, oh, I can max this out and it's fine, to, okay, that gets loud, to, which we can with that. Now, again, problem with this, if you're going to use it in this sort of scenario is, but now, Zeos, I want to listen back to my headphones, which I haven't put these on yet. So roll down here. These are the brown version of the Sivga SVO 21s, and I think I like the way they look more than the tan ones. They're just more classy. I mean, I literally compared these to the APOS Caspian and was like, these look fucking better, and these are like a quarter of the price. Like, look at this metal. That's the darker metal, and then the metal in the black with the white stitching, and then the dark. Like, it's class. It's like a closet in a modern home in Vienna, France? Wait, is Vienna in Italy or France? Oh, fuck. I fucked this up already. Vienna. Sausages. Little sausages. Am I just thinking about sausages? Whatever. Look how nice this fucking wood looks. You know, and the black pads instead of those big peanut butter pads. And it's just like, I'm stepping on the wire. Okay, that's high, high, high. I don't know. I'm going to lower this one click, and I'm going to lower this to low. And those are still playing, and I want to hear What Is Love, and then I'm going to have to do this again. You know what I'm going to link in the description? I'm going to link in the description a switch box for this. I had one, and I don't know where it is. It should be in the one spot where I keep everything electrical, where you just plug it into this, and plug this into there, and it's literally a click, 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 click switch. Or you could get a fucking Casa fucking switch, too, that you say, Alexa, turn off my studio monitors, you bitch. If you say you bitch, she's like really offended by that, by the way. If you've never called yours a bitch, I mean, we all have. What is love? Oh, yeah. I've not plugged a headphone into this stack that I don't fucking love the way it sounds. It's not like, oh, I plug it in, but then I kind of want to plug it somewhere else. We'll talk about the topping as it's sitting there with its DAC on going 0, 0, 0. We'll get to it. It's a slightly different sound, still very enjoyable, but this one, world-class fucking cheap stack. Just under $500. Cannot go wrong. I mean, in wood, it's probably right around 500 or a little bit more. But I mean, fuck you, it's wood. You paying for that, boy. What kind of wood it is? I'm going back to listening now. Oh, I paused. I did that thing where I went to listen and I was like, let's just keep turning it up. It's not playing anymore. Moody Blues. The Afternoon. Like, this is... there's a reason I'm taking this to fucking Capital Audio Fest, because I want people to hear this as a stack and go, oh, fuck, I didn't even consider them, because I'm only interested in $10,000 amplifiers. Billie Irish. Hold on, it's gonna hit the bass notes in a second. Come with me on this journey. Yeah, no, this is, all right, I wanted to keep my trip to fucking Capital Audio Fest light, which these are light, but I have to bring them. I have to bring them. I have to bring these, and I have to bring these, and I might have to bring those, and fuck. I'm going to just charge to come in my room. Oh, you want to come out? That'd be $25, please. It'd be worth it for some people, because it's like, holy shit, there's so much stuff. You know what? I should have done that. I should have planned this out for 2 months and set up a miniature can jam / like hi-fi guide's RMAF room in my little hotel room and gotten kicked out of the fucking room and just charged people to come in. See, that one's pulsating. Let's change the... oh, no! I changed input. I'm supposed to hit power to change the color. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're back. Okay. Because it switches between front SPDIF, back SPDIF, USB. Oh. Yeah, no. I've been putting off this review because I'm like, what am I going to say? It's so good. I don't want to keep getting things from companies that you know I like and keep saving them like praise. So I try to find shitty things to review in the middle. So at least, okay, Zeo seems like a fair and balanced reviewer. But a lot of the things I get are just, they live up to my expectations or exceed them. When they don't, you know about it. It's few and far between because I tend to not just ask for things that I know are going to suck. If I get something that's going to suck and I don't know it's going to suck, I'm fucking pissed. Like, but if I get something that I know I already love, like this, but then I wrap it in fucking wood and then give me its brother with more power and better everything and also in wood, then you pick that wallpaper and you go on. And by the way, these fucking like this, oh. So that's it. I can drone on and on and on about these. I hate leaving amplifier review, which is what this is, a headphone amp review. And people are, I can tell those people who are just like people who fucking read ASR chat, fucking graphs and shit. It's just like, well, what does it sound like? Please describe the sound signature. And I'm just like, everything I hook to it sounds fucking great. Everything. There's never been a sibilance problem. They've never been underpowered or overpowered. It's never had noise floor come through. It's great. The Geshelli has outdone themselves with this. And when that new DAC that I'm dreaming of comes out, then it's going to just fucking take over the whole fucking world. I'm done. Oh yeah. Living Legend, Blast Your Radio. The SB remix. Okay. Wallpaper in the description. This isn't out yet. According to the website, it's coming soon. And it's coming soon with all sorts of different... Where's the actual page? Find out more about the J2. The J2, independent op amps, SPDIF interface, click here to purchase. Oh, wait, is it out? No, wait, we're talking about, this is the J2. Never mind, the J2's out. The E2's not out yet. Look at the measurements on it. It's so stupid. It's so stupidly clean. This you can buy, probably in wood. And this you can't buy, not yet. When's the release date? I don't know. I'll message Geshelli Labs. I have them on my phone. I'm like, can you give me a tentative release date? And below this video, in the description or in the comment below, I will put that tentative release date. So you could all save it to your calendars. And when you get it, when it gets there, just be like, cash money. Wallpaper, available in the description. I'm doing the outro 3 times already. I'll fucking finish it. Because I got to disconnect this from here, bring it upstairs, and then also I got to figure out how I'm going to plug in all the transformers, because this has 2 transformers, and it'd be nice if I had like a little thing that took 2 transformers to turn into 1 plug. Wallpaper, Patreon, subscribe star, linked in the description, linked in the comment. See reviews early. These are the benefits if you want to support this channel. See reviews early. Participate in yard sales, which I'll ask Geshelli Labs if they want to throw anything in the yard sale, like 1 or 2 of these, when they're actually out, to like promote them a little more. Maybe I'll even pay. Maybe if they give me like a half price deal, I'll buy them and then I'll sell them. And even if I take a loss or break even, that's fine. Or if they want to do a like giveaway. The problem with giveaways is, by the way, if you don't know this, talk about a tangent in the fucking outro, is giveaways required. It's no purchase necessary. And since you have to purchase something to get into my Patreon, that makes giveaways like hard not to do it on the public thing. And then, but then how do you pick? Like, what do you do, a random number generator? Or do you make people write a speech and then judge it? Then it doesn't seem fair. Point is, $10 a month gets you in the private behind-the-scenes Telegram chat with its own swap meet. And $5 a month, see reviews early, participate in yard sales, access to the Sound Demo Oasis. I'm done. Thank you. Stop by Hi-Fi Guides in the Hi-Fi Guides forum, because literally I represent Hi-Fi Guides in the Hi-Fi Guides forum. And if you don't like anything that's going on there, you tell me about it. Or DMS. Or Mon, who's the best mod ever in the history of the world. Or Joe, who doesn't want to bother with it, but he's best at doing his thing that he does. He twists all those knobs, those nipples behind the scene and makes the site keep going. So God bless him too. That was a good wallpaper. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to go pack more of this stuff up upstairs so that my trip to fucking Capital Audio Fest is just 6,500 pounds of equipment. I was going to say 65 pounds. I'm way above that. I'm filling 2 gun cases. It's nuts.